What's up, boys? Data 782 here with episode 32 of Fixing the Franchise, here with your President's Trophy winning Anaheim Ducks. This is the final episode of our Fixing the Franchise series here with the Ducks. In the next episode, we will summarize as we blaze through to 2044, doing about an hour of just going through this year we did this, and in this year we did that. But for a full look at the team and the points and the playoffs and everything without it just being done in a summarized way, this is our last episode. So in the last episode, we had a very strong season, going 55, 21, and 6. We won the President's Trophy for the fourth time in 5 years, as well as having a very strong power play, decent penalty kill. Things are looking good in Anaheim. In regards to trades and changes to the team along the way, we ended up having to trade for a goalie due to Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen's injuries, and Lucas Dostal returned to our team after winning the Stanley Cup with us, having a 41-11-6 season with 5 shutouts in 2025-2026, and being sent off to the Island of Misfits. He came back, went 22-8-2, and he will be our backup moving into the playoffs. We're taking on Vegas in round number 1. We have won 3 Stanley Cups in 9 years. If we finish off with 3-10, that's still nothing to sneeze at. We'll still say that we fixed this franchise. We did very well here in Anaheim. 3 cups in 10 years. But if we could get 4 cups in 10 years, well, that would be something special. So we're going to fight for it, boys. In our lineup, we have Eli Tolvanen, Shane Wright, and Doug Bickle. All 3 of them know the playoffs. They all have Stanley Cup rings. They know what to do. Second line, Mats Lindstrom, Antoine Morand, and Patrick Kane. Once again, all very experienced players. However, Patrick Kane has not won a Stanley Cup since the actual Blackhawks won it back in 2015. So it's been 14 years since he's won a Stanley Cup, now at the age of 40. He wants one before he goes out. Antoine Morand, he's 30 years old, second round pick in 2017, the only original player left on this team from when we took it over back in 2019. He's been playing here for a long time, all 554 games with us, 461 points. He's a monster. Third line, Helmerson, Bugner, and Tatar. Thomas Tatar, I don't believe he's ever won a Stanley Cup. He's 38 years old. He's had a long career. No Stanley Cups for him. Bugner and Jesper Helmerson, who's a monster on this team, a leader and a icon. Fourth line, the McInnes and Pacioretty have both won cups. Nazir Peverley here in his rookie season, a 4th round pick in 2027. He wants one. Dante Fabro and Cale Makar, both seasoned veterans at the age of 30 for Makar. Fabro has not won a Stanley Cup though. He's only played 7 playoff games, all coming last year. Before that it was 2018-19. So no cup for Dante Fabro. Cale Makar has Stanley Cups though. Liam Olin, no cup for him. Brand Clark has a cup. Nicholas Ekman has a cup, but Ethan Larmour does not here in his first full, this is his rookie season. To the goaltenders, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, as a member of the Buffalo Sabres. I believe they may have won a cup? No, I don't think so. No cups for Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And then for, of course, Lucas Dostal, he has a Stanley Cup under his belt. Nate Schmidt has no cups himself with Vegas, taking on his old team. I don't believe Vegas ever won a cup. Last season they got close. No cups for Vegas. And then for Josh Anderson, he was with us when we won the cup last year. So boys, that's the lineup just to go into our last episode here. Let's get it going. Game 1 against the Vegas Golden Knights. We looked at their lines last episode. If you want to look at them again, here they are. You can pause the screen, take a quick look. Mark Stone at the age of 36. Neil Pionk is there. And in nets, they have Ekman, Larson. Scratched is Jacob Chikrin, who is going to be out for not too long, as he'll be back April 17th. Today is April 10th. So probably playable injury within 3 games or so. Without further ado, boys, year number 10 playoffs, Honda Center, game 1, round 1. Let's do it and win our 3rd cup in 4 years, our 4th cup in 10. First period 0-0. Second period 1-1 game. Eli Tolvanen and Elias Anderson outshooting Vegas 29-12 right now. More than doubling their shots at 31-13. It just keeps going up. 33-15, 34. Still a 1-1 game. Ekman Larson putting on a show. Power play for Vegas. We kill that off, thankfully. Shots 37-17. Are we going to see some overtime in game one? Yes, we will, with shots 40-17 in our favor. Here in game one overtime of round number one, this game is tied at 1. Makar gets thrown into another universe from behind the net to around the boards. Now here comes the Ducks the other way. Eli Tolvanen back to Fabro. Tolvanen, Raquel, that was, it was Bickle. I thought it was Rickard Raquel. Getting flashbacks. Dante Fabro has all the time in the world, but Ekman Larsson gets a glove on it. Oh, wow. Wahlstrom gets crushed by Dante Fabro. Coming the other way now. Fabro in front, Morand is stopped. No, it gives it, what scores? The captain! Antoine Morand ends it. A giveaway in front, thank you AI. Oh boy. Man, Antoine Morand, our captain, ends this game in the first overtime. Look at this, takes a shot, it stopped, and then it just hits off a pad. I don't know what that was, a missed poke check. I don't even know what that was, but Antoine Morand gets the win. Thanks for this great view where I can see all the fans and I can't see the game. And we have a 1-0 series lead. So a huge win in that game. Goals from Tolvanen and Morand to put us up 1-0 in the series. Heading into game 2 now, back at home. Let's take both and head into Vegas with a 2-0 series lead. That would be very nice. First period here, 3-1 early lead. Power play goal from Eli Tolvanen, and then Patrick Kane scores twice in 5 minutes. Schlemko gets one on Luukkonen. Second period, 4-3 as Glass and Stone store. Mats Lindstrom gets one of his own. We have a 1-goal lead. Patrick Kane makes it through a 2-goal lead though as he completes the hat trick. A power play goal from Patrick Kane, and we're up 5-3. Getting Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin vibes here from Patrick Kane. Will he put the team on his back this playoffs and carry us to a championship? Up by 2 with less than 5 minutes left. That'll be it. Late goal from Jared McCann, but we hang on to the 5-4 victory as Patrick Kane gets a hat trick, a goal and 2 assists from Mats Lindstrom, and 3 assists for Antoine Morand. Heading into Vegas for game number 2 at the T-Mobile Arena, we lead this series 2-0. That second line is really getting it done. So let's hop into it here. First period, 1-0 Vegas, thanks to Alex Tuck. Second period, Mats Lindstrom ties this game up at 1. Heading into the third, once again a low-scoring game like game 1. Game 2 was a bit of a shootout. Antoine Morand, power play goal. Very rare that he scores like in this abundance, and he's getting it done this series. A power play goal from Morand, and then and then Bugner 30 seconds later. 2 goals over a span of 30 seconds, and we're up 4-1 thanks to our first and third line centers. That'll be all she wrote in game 3 as we win 4-1. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen makes 32 saves, goal and 2 assists for Mats Lindstrom, and a goal and an assist for Antoine Morand, bulldozing through the Vegas Golden Knights as we head into game 4 with a 3-0 series lead. How'd it go in San Diego? We finished 34-28-6. Bit of a dangerous record. Let's see if we can finish it off here tonight and complete the sweep against the Vegas Golden Knights at T-Mobile Arena. First period, no scoring. Second period, 2-0. Doug Bickle and Shane Wright. Bickle scoring on the power play as we are up 2-0. Mats Lindstrom on the power play again makes it 3-0. A very deadly power play here in this first round. Shane Wright makes it 4-0. And that'll be it, boys. 4-0, a very fitting score as we're going to sweep the Vegas Golden Knights in 4 straight games to go straight to round 2, finish it off nice and quick. Schlemko gets 1 at the end, but that'll be all she wrote. An extra 5th there coming from Shane Wright with 18 seconds left. He doesn't score much either, but he's getting it done with a hat trick. That was a hat trick for Shane Wright. That was probably the first hat trick of his career. He scores 10 goals a season. Luukkonen makes 25 saves, Lindstrom a goal and an assist, but Shane Wright a 4-point night with a hat trick. Take a bow, Shane Wright. We're through to the second round just like that. Now if you're thinking this episode is long, maybe like an hour plus, so I must have won the Stanley Cup and now there's a lot of episode left to be seen. If you're new to this channel, then that's possibly just me trying to fool you. Because if I lose in the next 10 minutes and this episode's 20 minutes long, you're going to know that. So no matter what, it's a surprise for me, it's a surprise for you. as we get a nice little week-long break heading into round number 2. We are rested. We are ready to go. We got eliminated in San Diego. Round 2, oh my goodness, against the Vancouver Canucks. We lost in 4 games to the Ontario Reign there. Oh boy, the Vancouver Canucks, who beat us last year in the first round. It's the Blues and the Oilers in the other round in the West. In the East, it's Penguins, Devils, and Canadiens, Leafs. Now that's going to be a fun series. 8 points in 4 games for Mats Lindstrom to lead our team in points, but I suspect that he's tied with someone because we had a lot of goal scorers. No, he is leading the way. Shane Wright with 4 goals in 4 games. Morand has 6 points. Oland has 6 points. Tolvanen 5, Kane 3, that one game where he got a hat trick. Looking good, boys. 2 points for Tatar. Helmerson, nothing for him, and nothing for any of these guys down here. Fourth line didn't do much. That's okay. And Luukkonen, he had a .931 save percentage with a 1.88 goals against average. Now the Canucks. What did they do in the first round? They beat the Coyotes in 6 games. Okay. So the Coyotes, we usually see them or the Canucks, so very fitting that it's the Canucks, though, if we're going to make it to the Stanley Cup final in our 10th and final season here. So let's go view the Canucks lines. I'm assuming they're more the same from the last 5 years or so. They haven't really changed. To Cahoon, Pettersson, Besser, top 50 at the 34 years old Bo Horvat is now. Still an 88 overall. Savoie, Trocheck, Sandlak, Siegel. I remember Siegel scored with 1 second left to kill us and send us to overtime where we ended up losing. On defense, Ulevi, Ristolainen, Marcus Pettersson, Thomas Harley. Interesting. And then goal, Michael DiPietro, as always, who's always a monster. Somehow, as an 85 overall. What's his poise? 89 poise. That's exactly wise. He's so good. Charlie Coyle at the age of 37 is here. Arturi Lehkonen at the age of 33. Devin Shore at the age of 34. They're trying to get some people their cups as well. But we're going to have to fight through it, boys. We're not going to let them keep us down. If we want to make it, then this is the team we have to get through. And it starts tonight at the Honda Center. They were a very good team, the second best team in the NHL, right behind us. This is like the Stanley Cup Finals right here. If we can beat them, we can beat anyone. So game 1 of round number 2, let's get it on. First period up 2-1. Bickle and Fabro. Chris Tierney gets one in the net against us. 1 goal on 6 shots. Second period, 3-3 now. Broberg and Sandlak. Mats Lindstrom gets a late goal for us to tie it up, thankfully. We're out shooting them 26-15 heading into the third. This game tied at 3, though. Very tight. They know how to be effective on us. They know how to be effective, especially on the power plays. But we have to stand strong, and then there's a power play goal from Trocheck. Right after the power play began, at 9:12. When did we take the penalty? We took it at 9:32, 20 seconds in. Oh boy, then Holloway scores to make it 5-3. 5 goals on 28 shots, and that'll be it. Moran scored with 20 seconds left. Well done. But we lose 5-4. That's a tough game to drop. We didn't let up a lot of shots either. That is a tough game to drop. So heading into game 2, we're going to keep Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen in nets. He deserves it for now. And let's tie this series up because we can't afford to go down 2-0 and then have the opportunity of going down 3-0. Let's tie this series up now at home. First period, early goal there from Eli Tolvanen, 1 minute and 15 seconds in. Second period, 2-1. We hang on to that 1-goal lead. Thomas Tatar, his first goal with the Ducks as a Duck in the playoffs. And Thomas Harley for the Canucks. We're up 2-1 with a 1-goal lead, outshooting them by half their shots, 34-20 now. 35-20 are the shots. Power play, there we go. Lethal power play goal from Eli Tolvanen. 2-goal lead. Elias Pettersson scores just a couple minutes later. And then Vincent Trocheck, of course, ties the game up. And Thomas Harley, 3 goals in less than 3 minutes. That's great. We're outshooting them 40-25. And we lose game 2. Outshot them 42-25. But Michael DiPietro, the monster himself. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Who do we need to change around? What do we need to do here? Bugner, Helmerson. I don't know what's going on with Helmerson. He's usually a big playoff performer, but I can't afford to take anyone out in the top 6 to put him in. Fourth line's not playing super well. They don't get a lot of ice time either. Defensive pairs here. Fabro and Makar are in the pluses. So are all these guys. Ekman's a -2. Larmour's a -2. Let me see if I can swap out Larmour with Schmidt. Maybe that'll do something. Gives it a +1 as well. And Pekka Luukkonen, he played well, but I think I got to give an opportunity at least to Lukas Dostal before we're on the edge of elimination. So heading to Vancouver, Rogers Arena, we dropped the first 2 games. We're down 2-0. Made some changes, and we need to win. This is a must-win game. Dostal, I'm pretty sure he went through the Canucks when we won the Cup. So let's do it again, boys. First period, 2-2 game. Trocheck and Ristolainen. How is Trocheck so good? But Eli Tolvanen scores twice. There are 4 goals in the first 6 minutes. Game tied at 2. Second period, 3-2 as Mats Lindstrom gives us the 1-goal lead. Tight game here, boys. Come on, stand tall. Shots are even at 24. Come on, boys, we need another one. Power play for Vancouver. Sandlak scores on the power play. Oh, man. 7 minutes left. Game tied at 3. Late power play for the Canucks. Oh, my goodness. Whoever took that penalty was going to be sent to the press box. Overtime here. Who took the penalty for Sandlak's goal? It was Lindstrom. Then Shane Wright took one. Both for hooking. You serious? Headed into overtime. Game tied at 3. Shots tied at 31. In Vancouver, a goal for us makes this series a 2-1 lead for the Canucks, but a goal for Vancouver gives them a 3-0 stranglehold. Ristolainen, Besser, backhand save by Dostal. Marty Sandlak somehow leading the playoffs with 6 goals. Nino Niederreiter has 6 goals in the playoffs as well. Didn't even know he was still in the league. I don't know what age he's at now. Doug Bickle into the zone to Tolvanen, ripped that bellow. Oh, had the rebound, but Ulevi cleared it out. Cahoon loses the puck. Tolvanen makes him pay. Rip gets crushed, and now here come the Canucks now. Besser dekes no one. Okay, now here's Antoine Morin to Tolvanen. Gets crushed again. His body's taking a beating, but now we get the power play for charging. That's what we like to see, boys. Tolvanen taking a beating, but Matthew Savoie finally gets a penalty. And we're going to go up on the power play here. It looks like his soul left his body on that one. Helmerson, Morin, and Lindstrom with Makar and Oland out against Tierney and Horvat. Let's go, boys. Liam Oland off the face-off. Can't even get it through traffic. Morin lifts his stick one-timer. Oh, a huge glove save from DiPietro as Morin passed it into the slot and Helmerson was robbed. Bickle. Kane. Oh, had the wide-open net. Bickle. Kane. Someone ripped that. Cross-ice passes. Come on. Patrick Kane, the 40-year-old man. Eli Tolvanen back to Kane. No angle shot. Easy pad save for DiPietro and cleared out. Kane to Tolvanen. Here's a chance. Stops and lets everyone get back in time. Fabro off the post. Come on. Fabro to Tolvanen. Patrick Kane lets it fly. That was blocked. That might have been going in. Shane Wright. Over to Bickle, rip that bellow. Oh, yes, rebound, scores Eli Tolvanen. Oh, low shot, which was an easy pad save for DiPietro, but he gave out a juicy rebound, and Tolvanen, with a fork and knife in hand, jumps on it, stuffs it down his throat, and says, "Give me more." We're off to game 4 with a 2-1 series deficit. And that was the hat-trick goal as well for Eli Tolvanen, so well done. Another hat-trick in this series. 3 hat-tricks, 1 for Kane, 1 for Tolvanen, and 1 for Shane Wright. The hat industry in Anaheim is booming. As now down 2-1 in this series, Eli Tolvanen has 11 points in 7 games. Rogers Arena, a huge opportunity for us to tie this series up. A huge opportunity. Don't want to go down 3-1 and have to win 3 straight. Let's get it done, boys. We came to work. Let's get it done. First period. Tierney, Cahoon, and Holloway. We're down 3-0. Second period. No scoring. Mason Appleton. Mason Appleton. We get shut out 4-0. 34 shots on net. And DiPietro is literally Dominic Hasek. Luukkonen's back in. What else can we do over here? I don't know. Ekman's a -3. Ekman, man, what's your issue? I signed you to this contract and you betray me like that. If I put Larmour, it's +1/+1. Clark, Fabro, Makar. Tolvanen's a monster, so is Wright. Bickle 2 and 3. Lindstrom 5 and 5. Gives only a plus. It takes away the +3 from both lines if I try to move Lindstrom up. What if I move Patrick Kane up? No, still not. Okay, we're not going to listen to the chemistry. We're listening to what is right. Bickle's going to switch with Lindstrom, and we're going to go like that on the top line. It may be my downfall. Lindstrom doesn't fit the line at all. I don't know why. It may be my downfall. I'm bringing Niklas Ekman out and putting Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen in, but we need to win 3 straight games. And it starts in Game 5 at home. Let's get our jobs done. First period, 2-1 game. Bickle and Lindstrom, the 2 guys I swapped around. There we go. Bester scored 1, though, in the net. I don't know how he gets there and scores. Second period. Okay, Horvat and Edstrom, but Lindstrom and Tolvanen get 1. Lindstrom's second of the night. We're up 4-3 here in the third period. We're up 4-3. Power play gets killed off by Vancouver. We're up by 1, hanging on tight. Oh, how does Trocheck score so much? They just built a team of poise or something. How do all these guys do it? 4-4 game. Hang on tight, boys. Okay. Shots 35-34 in our favor. Game tied at 4. Off to overtime. In Anaheim, Game 5. Goal for the Canucks sends them to the conference finals. A goal for us sends us to Game 6, down 3-2. Fabro. What? What is that? Why would you flip it up like that? And then, oh, what are you doing? A tripping penalty? Who even fell? Tolvanen? What? Let me guess. He didn't even get tripped, but like he got tripped up. Like his feet did that little shuffle. Okay, he did fall to his knees, but still. He didn't. It's not a tripping penalty. It's not. It's not. Oh my goodness. One-timer right there. That would have been very fitting for it to end right away. You know what? I need to back my belief up. That was not a penalty. And why is this logo here? Ah, oh, nice glitch. Nice glitch. I can't even see anything. I need to exit out. Okay, take the screen off. Nino Niederreiter scoring all his goals. Great. Take your screen off and allow me to go to the replay now. So I'm currently in the middle of editing this episode, and I come to this part and I see that there is no video. So it ends up that because there were so many issues with trying to just look at the replay, with it glitching out with that logo screen, the screen of the top scorers, then the netting getting in the way, and the angles not working. There were so many little glitches that I had to stop recording, restart recording, stop recording, try it again and restart recording. I think eventually the 3rd time I got it. But when I thought that I got it, I was no longer recording because I had started and stopped so many times that I lost track. So then from there, I exited the instant replay and continued the game, not knowing that I was not recording any longer. On the ensuing face-off, the following happened, and I got to break it down in the instant replay, so that's what I'm going to let happen here. But very sorry that I didn't catch us on video. I blame EA for the glitch, although I do take the responsibility for not keeping track of when I turned off the recording. All right, get ready. Here we go. Wins the face-off, picks it up, passes it backwards. Now this guy says, okay, we're down. I could go around my net, or I could try to clear it where there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players in the direction of where the puck will be going, including 4 on the opposite team. I'm just gonna rip it right there, right in the path of 2 Vancouver players, off his leg, and then, yep. I don't want to get back and stop it or try to fix my mistake, right? I just want to watch. I rip it, it doesn't work, and I just watch. And then Horvat picks it up at the age of 34, fools the goalie because he's totally lost, and then it just goes in. Oh man, so that's it for year 10, boys. That's the end of the road. 1 goal, 2 assists for Tolvanen. Man, 3 cups in 10 years. But Vancouver was the bane of our existence. It would have been nice to get some more, but it's time to call it a series. Time to move on to the next series. The franchise has been fixed. We'll see more cups and we'll see more championships in the next video where I simulate through to 2044. But for full simulations, this is the end of the road, boys. This is the end of the road. A lot of contracts are up. The team's going to look different down the road. 14 points in 9 games for Eli Tolvanen. The goaltending collapsed, and the people that were supposed to score couldn't score. Maxim Rashin gets fired by the Capitals. Edmonton Oilers win the Stanley Cup. And that's it. That's it for our time here in Anaheim. Nashville gets to pick first. Good for them. That's it for our time here in Anaheim. It's been a wild road. Retired players, is Patrick Kane calling it a career? He is. 1,766 points in 1,722 games. 783 goals. Stamkos goes out one shy of 700 with 1,496 total points. 78 overall. John Tavares didn't even play last season. He was a healthy scratch. Huberdeau, Skinner. John Carlson had a great career. Rickard Rakell, he shouldn't have retired. 85 overall still. 904 points for him. Thomas Tatar also retires with us. Nino Niederreiter retires after scoring all those goals. 36 years old, 80 overall, and he scored 7 goals in 12 games in the playoffs. All right. Goalies who retired this season: Frederik Andersen, 480 wins. Peter Mrazek, he was garbage. Mr. Darcy Kemper himself. Mr. Darcy. Garrett Sparks went 19, 18, and 2 in 47 career games. Antoine Bibeau, legend. That's it, boys. Kane and Tatar both retire. We fought hard. We had a good career. We had a good run. We did well in Anaheim. Couturier and Yossi are both coaches. Did anyone retire in San Diego? No. Who did they beat in the Cup finals here? So Edmonton beat the Canucks in the conference finals in 7 games, and then they beat the Leafs in 6. Wow. So those are the teams we always saw every year. The Leafs, the Oilers, the Canucks, and even the Coyotes, but we usually beat them. But it was just the Canucks and the Oilers which were always getting us. The Leafs beat us to win the Cup. It's brutal. So I'm not going to look at anyone's career totals or anything. We're going to do that in the next episode. But Tolvanen finished the playoffs with 14 points in 9 games. Wright and Lindstrom are both over a point per game as well. Antoine Morin was a point per game, our captain. Cale Makar, Liam Oland, everybody. Then after that, look after Doug Bickle. Bugner, Helmerson, 2 points in 9 games. Fabro, Larmour, Ekman, Clark, Peverley, 1 point in 9 games. Pacioretty, McInnes, 0 points in 9 games. Jordan McInnes with his 82 poise, two-way forward piece of junk. And in nets, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, 4-2-1, 890 save percentage as an 87 overall with 86 poise. Just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. Dostal, don't even get to see Dostal stats because his contract's up. Whatever, man. He wasn't our savior either. But that's it for this one, boys and girls. Thanks for following along for the ride here in Anaheim. It's a bittersweet ending, but we have to be proud of what we did do. We won 3 cups in 10 years. We won 4 President's Trophies in the last 5 years. The Canucks and the Oilers have always been our combatants, as you see in the previous winners there. President's Trophy, we got it. Man. McDavid wins another Art Ross, another Hart. James Norris for the 7th straight season goes to Cale Makar. Lady Bing, Vesalainen, Calder to Holden. Conn Smythe to McDavid, that's fair. Vezina to Vasilevsky, that does not make sense at all. Jennings to DiPietro, Masterton, Chaika, Jack Adams to the coach of the Blues. Lundell wins the Selke, McDavid wins the Lindsay, and the Rocket Richard. So Vasilevsky, who was not even in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, not even in the top 10. He's the 14th best goalie in wins with 32 wins. He wins the Vezina. I understand his numbers were good. Let's say minimum 40 games. Minimum 40 games. Let's look at save percentage. McPherson actually had a very good save percentage. He was a really, really good goalie this season. Goals against average, Vasilevsky was up there. So, okay, I understand it's not all about wins, but 32 wins compared to a goalie who gets, DiPietro's numbers were also very good. His save percentage wasn't as high, but his goals against average was similar, and he got 43 wins with less losses. I don't know how Vasilevsky can win that just because his save percentage and goals against average are a bit higher. If you don't have the wins to back it up, I understand if it's a few less wins and it's a lot better, whatever. I'm not even surprised. So that's it, boys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one when we do our run to 2044, finishing off the next 25 years, the full 25 years from years 11 to 25 with the Anaheim Ducks. I'm sure some players will be there close to the full run, like Shane Wright, Jesper Helmerson, Mats Lindstrom. We'll see who we can keep together along the way. As players retire and as things happen, you'll see. So it's going to be a fun episode. And in my next series, I'm very excited for, and I guess now I can reveal what I've been working on. It is a custom franchise mode with created players. So it's going to be fun. There's going to be about, I think, 20 created players. It's going to be a fantasy draft, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So that'll be the next series. So whatever day you are watching this is being uploaded on Thursday, May 7th. On Friday, May 8th. The episode 4 of Trapani Calcio will come out, and then on May 9th you'll get the last episode of this series here with the Ducks going to 2044, May 10th next Trapani, and then May 11th, mark it on your calendars, boys, episode 1 of the next franchise mode here on this channel, which will be a custom mode with a new 32nd NHL expansion team. So boys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the final stats of all these players in our next episode, and I will see you then.